Now let's move on and talk about some stocks that are in focus on the back of earnings. Insecticides posted a decent set of revenue growth this time around, but margins, they were under some pressure. So this time around, margins have come in at 11.8% versus 14.5%. But quarter-on-quarter basis, margins have improved. Let's get in Rajesh Aggarwal, who's the MD at the company, joining us now. Mr. Aggarwal, good afternoon. Thanks a lot for joining us. Well, revenue growth has been really strong for you this time. It is a 31% growth on revenues on a YOY basis. Can you split it up for us? How much of it has come in from volumes and how much has it come in from price hikes?
The average price hike is about 6 to 7%. So the rest is from the volumes actually.
Okay, so around 25% volume growth is what you saw in this particular quarter.
There has been a change in product mix actually. We have launched various new products in past 2 years, and this year also some new products were launched. So all these products are doing pretty good actually, and we are working on our product mix and trying to do the tail cutting of some old generic products and bring in the new generation. And we are getting very good response from the market, and these products are helping us in increasing the sales.
What was the contribution, sir, of the new products? And could you give us a sense of the product launch pipeline?
Okay. These new products are doing pretty good actually. We divided our range into Maharatnas and Focus Maharatnas. From 55% last year, it has grown to 60% plus with the increased revenue. So which means that we are getting pretty good response from these new products, and our pipeline is very, very strong. So we are planning to launch another about 10 plus, more than 10 products in next 7 to 8 months. So there are some products which are waiting for the registration. Some registrations we already have got it actually, and we are waiting for the plans to complete. Actually, our projects at Dahej and Rajasthan Chopanki are in process. So Chopanki project, we have recently announced the completion, and we are starting the technical manufacture, which will facilitate in launching 2 more new products soon. And then Gujarat plant we are expecting to complete by December. So January also we'll start launching some more new products.
Okay, so newer products, how much will they add to top line? Because there are 2 new facilities that you're talking about. What would the initial capacity utilization be? And for the Dahej project as well, what kind of revenues will they add just this year?
If we talk about this year, actually, this year it will be the last quarter, and generally first half is very, very strong for us, and second half is not that strong. But still the rains are good and there is ample water availability, so we are expecting a good Rabi season, and we expect that we should be able to maintain the similar type of growth what we have achieved in H1. So H1 we have increased by 25%. I believe that more or less we should be able to match this number in the second half also in terms of percentage growth.
Okay.
Okay. Could you give us a sense whether there are further price hikes lined up? You said the price hikes contributed about 6% to your top line in Q2. Going ahead, yeah.
Going ahead, I don't see the price hike because the market scenarios are changing continuously. There were shortages, there were availability issues in the international market, but now I see the international market easing out a little. So I don't expect that there will be further price hikes from here.
Okay, so when you're talking about international markets, what was the export revenue in Q2? And you have spoken about exports doing better for you, but rupee depreciation is something that was positive as well. So what is the outlook on exports for this year? 150 crores doable?
Yes, we had kept the target of 150 crores. We are trying to meet this target, though there are issues because Indian currency has weakened, but also the currency across the world has weakened. And in many countries, particularly Africa and developing countries, they are finding it difficult to get the dollars. So dollar availability is also no issue, and what we are working pretty hard, we are trying to obtain the order, and I believe that we should be able to reach very near to 150 crores target.
But what was it in the first half, your total export revenue?
I don't have the exact number, but it was little below 50 crores actually.
Below 50
So
crores.
for exports, generally our Q2 is better because this is the peak season for exports.
Sir, in the current quarter, Q3, will there be an impact of the excessive rainfall that we've seen in the month of October? In a lot of states, the withdrawal of monsoon also turned out to be a lot later than what we typically see. Is that going to have an impact in October, November, December quarter?
I don't see a big impact now because that impact was there in the month of October because the crop harvest got delayed and the season got delayed. But as I talked that the reservoirs are full and the soils are also wet, that gives the opportunity for a good bumper Rabi season. So we expect that the sowing in the Rabi season is going to be pretty good and it will be an opportunity for us actually, and that is one reason I expect that the growth to continue in Q3.
Okay, so final question before we let you go. You stick to your guidance of 100 basis points margin expansion and double-digit growth when it comes to revenue. What is the outlook here?
The growth will be in the revenue front will be good. We are trying to work on the margins actually because this year the margins suffered. Two major reasons. One was the international markets because the international markets, the chemicals were in shortage and the availability was an issue due to the containers. And then the currency also impacted a little. So both these impact we have suffered, but we'll be trying to make up in the second half.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aggarwal, for joining in. That's Insecticides India for you. Get into a break. Up next, we'll be joined by Lakshman.